Hey, this is Ryan. You're watching the Music and Arts Box. I'm here with Sunday Ave. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself, guys?
How's it going, Ryan? I'm Warren.
My name's Aiden.
Why don't you tell me a little bit what got you guys into music?
Well, we've known each other for a really long time. We became friends in about third grade, and we both had an interest in just kind of recreational music lessons that our parents had gotten us into. And over time, around middle school, we decided that we thought most of what we kind of clicked over was music and kind of the idea of making stuff. And so throughout middle school and high school, we started writing our own music, and we've just been trying to do it professionally ever since.
So is Sunday Ave the original name?
It is.
Okay, that's cool. I know a lot of bands go through let's go try a few different names and see what fits, but that's awesome. When would you guys say your first song was?
The first song that we wrote was probably between 8th grade and freshman year of high school. So we were about 14 when we started.
Probably that like summer between.
Yeah, somewhere in there we started getting interested in writing songs, and we wrote a lot of songs individually, but I feel like one of our first songs was Autopilot, which is out.
Yeah, I think so.
So that was kind of like the first song that really worked for us as a band, or one of them. And,
Is there one of you guys that's more so that, all right, I'm going to come up with the lyrics sort of thing, or is it both of you, or how does your guys' lyric process work being a two-piece?
It's definitely, Warren is an extremely prolific songwriter. He will send me enormous batches of songs to kind of go through, and he was definitely the first one that it really clicked for, where just like at that certain point around freshman year of high school, songs just like started pouring out of him.
Yeah.
And since then, I am a songwriter, but it's never been the same kind of like compulsive thing. Like it's always been.
You don't have just a song that's flowing out of you.
Not nearly in the same way.
That's awesome that you guys kind of found your part that works and you made it work as a band. So that's awesome. What you guys done any touring, or what does that look like?
We've actually never been on tour. We have done a lot of shows in the New England region. Played in New York actually once at Hofstra University, but that's as far as we've really gone. We'd love to tour one day, but just haven't had the opportunity yet.
That's fair. Plus, you guys are in college, so you guys got a lot on the plate. You don't have to worry about touring quite yet.
It limits things.
Enjoying the music. What are some really memorable moments for you guys throughout the career?
I would say in high school, our freshman year, we won the talent show. That was a pretty big deal for us.
That's awesome.
We went to Pinkerton, and it's a big school. The Stockbridge Theater is a really big venue, and being so young, we didn't expect to win, but we did, and that was really cool. I mean, anything else you can think of that's super memorable?
Yeah, I would say just the recording process of especially our first EP called White Noise.
Yep.
We had I think we were all 16 recording it, and we'd just gotten our licenses, and we went up to Franklin, New Hampshire, in the absolute boonies, no cell service.
I grew up in Franklin.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Awesome, beautiful area that it brought.
No, go ahead. It's horrible.
No. Seriously, when I say boonies, we were just in Franconia. Hiking the Notch. We love northern New Hampshire, and it was October, so it was high foliage, and I think that plays into that nostalgia factor that we have for those 4 songs that were on the EP, because a few of them were early songs, where not just the first songs that we recorded, but some of the first songs we wrote, period. So I would definitely say that recording process. Shout out to Tony from Mojo Studios. It was just that, I think that was the moment that we kind of saw the inside of how a recorded piece of music is made, and in a way ruined the listening experience from now on, because now we hear all of the tricks being played and stuff, and but it also made us want to do it for a living, because it's just such an amazing kind of magicianship that goes on in the studio.
Yeah, there's real magic that happens. That's why like some of it's just such a mystery to me. I'm not a tech whiz whatsoever, but the way that you can just have a very simple sample and then have it just be a nice clean sounding track, it's awesome.
Still a mystery to me too, dude.
Yeah. What would you say is your creative writing process as the person that's more lyrical? When you go to make a song, obviously you have stuff like pouring out of you. How do you really refine that?
Yeah, I mean, I would say a lot of it is messing around and just collecting a bunch of ideas. We kind of look at it as like collecting seeds and just seeing which ones have the potential to grow into plants, you know?
And then start your little garden.
Yeah, then start your little garden. And then I would say the collaboration between Aiden and I is extremely important.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we both do a little bit of what the other does. Like Aiden will bring in songs. Aiden's more production and stuff like that and thinking about the overall theme and how everything should sound. But we kind of just dipping our toes in each other's skill set too. If I start a demo and do some production on a song that's his or something like that, it's always different, I would say. There's not one creative process, and it's really just kind of looking through that and being lucky enough to have somebody else who can be like, oh, this is good, let's work on this because it resonates. So it's all over the place.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's very important to have that chemistry as a band. Any form of, you know, if you're a group of artists, a group of hip-hop artists, whatever it may be, and chemistry is important in a team. So what are some of your favorite venues you've played at? I know you mentioned New York, but...
Yeah, Hofstra was amazing. They have a ridiculous communications department where, you know, all this kind of equipment they just have up the wazoo, and they do such an amazing job, and they made us sound probably better than we are, and they filled that place. So that was just, you know, an electric night. That was awesome. I would also say Unitary, which is a thrift shop in Milford.
I'm very familiar with Unitary. Shout out Unitary.
Yeah, they have a back room where we and a couple local artists like Cozy Throne and obviously Tals, got to shout out Tals. Mm-hmm. We've had some amazing nights there where we pack that little room with way too many people and make the building shake just because of it's got good vibes. So yeah, those are a couple that come to mind.
And how many songs do you guys have?
Out or
out right now? Yeah, we'll start with out.
We have a full-length album, which is 9 songs, and then an EP, which was 4 songs, and then a single as well, which is 1 song. So how many is that?
That adds up to 9 plus 4 plus 1.
13
is 14 songs.
Yeah,
how many college kids does it take to figure out the math?
more than 2 apparently.
Yeah, yeah. But
music major. I can't even speak English.
All right. So what upcoming project? It sounded like you guys had some upcoming stuff, and with how you answered that question, tell me about that. Yeah. What you can at least.
Oh yeah. There's a lot behind the curtain. I guess we'll kind of split this one. I'm sure we both got a lot to say or not say. But yeah, we have a few things that we're really looking forward to putting out. We are working on an album, maybe albums, I don't know. But there are just tons of songs that we've been really excited about that we're in the process of recording them, and we're really excited. We always are talking about the next thing, and yeah, just from every level, we're hoping to get better at production, songwriting, and of course, we're thinking about the live show as well. Like what kind of songs we want to be adding to our set list that we don't have yet. So that's what I'm really excited about. And I don't want to say anything too specific, but
yeah, no, you know, there are songs in the rotation live that we already play that I think if you've ever been to one of our shows, you can kind of just feel has a different vibe from the stuff that's already recorded and out. And we are really diving into that kind of next phase. And the next album that we're working on is definitely embracing a sound that's new for us. And yeah, we don't even know where it's gonna take us yet, but
Yeah.
we're pretty deep into it now, and we're
That's
pretty
like
sure
the
about
best part though, when you don't know where the journey is going to take you. with
Yes,
things,
nothing
so.
is more thrilling than surprising yourself.
Yeah.
For sure.
So one thing I would say is, what would you say is like the vibe of your music? Like not really like a genre, but like what message do you put out there, I guess? Do you have one, or?
That's like my favorite way that question's ever been asked.
Yeah. I was gonna say probably things that you were gonna say, but like one word that Aiden says a lot is otherworldly. I think that's what we're trying to achieve on our next project, is just kind of making it feel like it's larger than life and from somewhere else. A focus lately has been just kind of this spiritual theme, which really just ties into the fact that music really is a mystery, like you said.
Yeah.
And it is for us too. We always try to treat the songs like they're not exactly ours, like they're coming from somewhere else. And I think that like that heart and that like just, love and passion for the music is just the center of it. It's not one specific message flowing through all the songs. But that's my perspective.
I like that answer. I find that some of the best bands I've met have had like such a deep passion for music that they put their heart and soul into that music, and that's, you see it with their performance, you see it with their lyrics, you see it with the sound and everything. So
Yeah, I would say there's a form of like healthy escapism that we're trying to provide, that we find in bands that or artists who kind of go above and beyond industry standards for what music generally sounds like, especially as far as alternative rock kind of goes, which is where we land, because you can really pigeonhole yourself into a certain sound, but by adding electronics and kind of shaking it up with different arrangements that people aren't used to hearing, and not wedging them in, but integrating them into the traditional song structure that we love.
yeah.
I think you can find these almost spiritual experiences. And when we say spiritual, it really just means like more than everyday life, something that pulls you out of your everyday worries and shows you just kind of a glimpse of like infinity, as opposed to boxes that can be checked and all that kind of everyday life stuff that doesn't really exist. And so we're kind of just trying to break constructs that hold people down by making music that doesn't sound real in a way, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I get what you mean. That's really awesome that you're trying to do, like, drift away from the norm with your music too. That, I think that's really important, not just doing what everybody else is doing, trying to find your own unique sound with it. All right, so where can people find your music, and what are the songs that you guys are going to be playing for us today? We'll wrap it up
Respond to
with
the
that.
first part of that question. You can find our music on almost any streaming platform, the major ones, so Spotify, Apple Music. We have stuff on YouTube. You can find a lot of information on Instagram, Facebook. So just the main social media places and streaming platforms.
All right,
That's where we
great.
are.
Yeah, and on all of those, on streaming platforms, our name is Sunday Ave, short for street. Some people confuse that. And then, YouTube, Instagram handle is Sunday Ave Official. Most of the other ones are just Sunday Ave. And today we're going to be playing 4 songs. Our first song is going to be Friday Night Massacre, which is it was our first single we self-produced.
Mhm.
Then we're playing Darkest Lake, also a single off of our first album. We'll be playing Lilac, which is our most recent single that we're very excited about. And we're going to close with a song called Evaporate, which is to be released.
All right, excellent. And get a little to-be-released action as well. All right. Well, thank you both for taking the time to come on an interview today and have you perform. I'm going to hop on out of here.
Thank you so much for
Thank
having
you
us.
for having us.
Of course.
We're Sunday Ave, and you're watching the Music and Arts Box. Down go the masses, out with my friends, slow like molasses. You do your dance. Shoot at my family. drop in his eye. Speak up if you're nervous. Tell us if you're scared. Build up the hidden courage. These people weren't prepared to Friday night massacre in the street. My head is light in my chest, too heavy to breathe. Down go the masses, out with my lens. Blood red are the glasses that show me to the end. Watch out for the airmen, foreign as they come. Careful how you see them. You think there's more than one. It's a Friday night massacre all around. My head is hard and my feet won't touch the ground. Wait till they call for your name. Then who are you gonna blame? A man that is bent out of shape, or a crime that is feared far too late. This next one is called Darkest Lake. It's not enough to say you love me too. I'm on the cusp of losing both of you. There's something more that sits inside my brain. It's on the shore and sips on all the pain. Just say you love me and you need me by your side. And oh my
is our most recent single, and it's called Lilac.
Crosswalk, faded at the crosswalk, look back. Look at who your mind brought problems, the answers to your problem solving. I can show you how to solve them. Go home to your parents, show them you have merit. No phone, no one who can hear you alone. Praying at the church pew, baby. I need you if you hear me, come down. I'm underneath the ceiling praying, just wishing I could go home. I need another hit though, baby. I need you if you hear me, come down. I'm underneath the collie breathing, just wishing I could go home. I need another hit though. If this is the ending for today, you can send me on my way. If this is the closing of the scene, you can take it all from me. Lie down, face up, no ground, no makeup. I'm here all year just to take it all away. Baby, I need to tell you something I did. It's under the assumption I quit. I didn't mean to hurt no one. Can someone tell me what baby? I need you if you hear me, come down. Underneath the car seat, freezing, just wishing I could go home. Can someone tell me what I've done? This is the ending for today. You can send me on my way. This is the closing of the scene. You can take it all from me. Lie down, face up, no ground, no makeup. I'm here all year, choking on my fear. You're there, so scared, too broke to repair. I'm gone, you're lost, deep down in the forest, without any light in the forest, spending your nights in the forest, just looking for love in the forest. All right, this last song is unreleased. It's called Evaporate. Thank you so much for having us. So there we stood on the hilltops. I lost it all when the sky rose beneath the surface. I proposed to a goddess of a sunken world, Atlantis. creatures sway, float and stay from the light of day that you are. But then again, who's to blame for the fiery flame that calls my name from above? From above. Just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit closer to the sun. Just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit closer to the sun. No, 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 no. Catch me in the fire, breathe me in tonight. Catch me in the fire, breathe me in tonight. Just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit closer to the sun. Just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit closer to the sun. Catch me in the fire, breathe me in tonight. Catch me in the fire, breathe me in tonight. Thank you.
Thank you very much.